I forgot to put on the mic, my mic. But yeah, I'm a bit tired, but I was just like, you know what, man? Like I'm tired, but your boy is just. I just need to get some streaming done today, so I was like, yeah, let me get that streaming done. I wonder which audio you're coming through. Oh, you know what? I think you're coming through. I need to add another audio source on this stream because what's happening here is that your audio is on my mixer. I can see I can see I have my headset audio coming for my desktop, which will be the game audio, and then I have. I'm not actually hearing the game, to be honest. All my speakers are set to desktop speakers. Let me set it to my. Say something. Hello, Mario. Mario, you. I can't hear you anymore. Can you hear me? So why are you so quiet? Yes, you can hear me. Well, you're not. I'm not picking up your audio. So let me see why my settings is not picking you up. Um. Let's see. Let me see what I should have, but as I say, your boy is tired, man. Like I'm using tired brain to do these things. You know what it's like when you have tired brain. What is this thing called sleep? Is that a thing that people do? You know, I haven't actually been getting any sleep recently. Like I've just literally been awake, just going and going and going. I can energize the battery. Um, yeah. Just haven't been sleeping, to be honest. Not like I have insomnia or anything like that. It's just it, I know it's unhealthy, but I mean, life is complicated, bro. You know what it's like. You know what life is like. It's complicated. People think it's life is this simple thing that you could just. You grew up in when you're growing up. They lie to you. They tell you life is a simple thing, and you just have to like go to school and complete a certain amount of time, and then it's gonna be simple. And that's a lie, isn't it right? Hello, Mario. I can't hear you, man. Come on. Is your internet working? I think your audio is gone again, bro. Come on, speak to me. Come to life. Come to life. Oh, Nightmare's in the chat. What's up, Nightmare? What's going on, bro? So back in the game, I see Nightmare. I'm back in the game. You know how we do this. You know how we do this, Nightmare.
Hello?
Mario, I can hear you again.
You can hear me?
Yeah, like you, like all this. I know the chat, the stream can hear you too, because I've set the audio now in the stream, so they can hear you now.
Okay, that's perfect.
Just say hello to Nightmare.
Hello, Nightmare. How you doing?
Yeah, Nightmare. Nightmare's one of the day ones. He pops up in all my streams. He's good peeps. So yeah. Let me just dump that I'm streaming right now. Um, Let me just say I'm streaming. Come hang with your boy. Boom. Stop that in there. I hope that's the right link. Imagine if I send like a link to someone else's YouTube channel, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, who the hell is this? This doesn't look like you. Um, Let me see, what does Nightmare say. You know how it is. The game has 90 minutes, and we see how it exactly 90 minutes, and we see how it goes. Um, so yeah, so my late night stream game is PES because uh, I'm explaining this to you, Mario. No, well, the stream knows that these are the ones who are here regularly. My late night stream game is PES because of the fact that um well, I don't have to think when I'm playing it, so I could just kind of like relax because it's like I usually try to start this stream at 10. It's like 11:50. It's minutes to 12 here. All right. Because I was up working on that CV thing I was telling you about before. So yeah, so it's pretty late here right now, like late. And so I'm just sort of like, I just said, you know what? Let me just hop in, do my stream, get it out of the way, do that late night, that late. And I was actually, my girl was, she was the one like, don't you have to stream tonight? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I was thinking about doing this double stream, and she was like, why not? I was like, thinking about just the time I'll take to finish the CV stuff, and then I was thinking, like, I'll just go to bed. But she was like, nah, think about the numbers, Q. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, girl. She's one of those people that just sort of, some people who just they're like a go getter. They'll push you. They'll inspire you. She's that kind of peeps, man. She's a day one kind of vibe.
Motivating you.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Motivating. She's very motivating, man. Like, and that's one of the things I love about her. It's like, days when I just don't feel it, like I'm just out of it myself. Like I want to just say, like, let me just lay down and just, nah, man. She's got that motivational vibe. She'd be like, nah, you gotta get this done. We bought this hustle. So she doesn't speak like that, but yeah, like that's kind of how she is. She just kind of just keeps me on my toes, I guess, with regards to stuff like that. She'll ask me like, hey, are you, like, earlier today she was asking me, right, like, are you streaming today? And I was like, huh? Like, like,
Mhm.
I mean, I knew I was supposed to stream today, but I was kind of like, like, I'm a bit. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to get done today. I was like thinking like maybe I'll just like skip this week. And she was like, "But you streaming today though?" And I was like, at that point in time, she's thinking it. She's like, I gotta say like, "Yeah, babe, I'm streaming today. Don't question my stream dedication." So, so yes, I streamed, and it was a decent stream earlier. I think Nightmare can attest to that. Nightmare, you in the stream earlier, yeah. That was over on Twitch though. And that was a JRPG. As you know, I lived that JRPG life. But by the way, Mario, what have you been playing other than you were telling me you're playing Cold War? Have you been playing anything else recently, Mario? Mario.
Are you there?
Yeah, I said your name twice and then you didn't reply.
I did. I guess I'm not using the Discord app. I'm actually using the web browser. So I guess if I switch um, tabs, it will. I guess it
Why?
mutes me.
Why don't you have the app installed? Like, what kind of savage are
Well, I don't.
you?
I have Discord on my Windows machine, but I'm using my MacBook Pro right now. So
But Discord work on Mac? Why can't you like?
yes, but
So why are you doing that
I
caveman
I
life
try to separate my gaming and
and work,
yeah.
bro? Bro, Discord is not even gaming; it's just communication.
Yeah,
You know,
but I feel it's a gaming tool, and it's gonna motivate me to
to
stop
game.
what I'm doing and game. So
No, 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 no. Just turn it off. Just set it not to launch and start up, and just turn it on when you need it. Like I do. I have Discord on the
it doesn't
PC.
work for me, sir. It,
Oh, is it? It's like an internal thing. It's like a psychological kind of like if it's there, you're gonna use it to game.
yeah,
Ah, okay, okay. I get it. 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 For me, I think for me, I just kind of have to. I just kind of have to just like I can. It can be there, and I
uh,
can once I'm. I think the best thing for me when I want to stay motivated when I'm working is to do the Pomodoro technique.
hmm
That keeps me motivated no matter what. I don't care what's trying to distract me. If I'm pomodoring, I am not gonna like my brain is just gonna it's gonna do what it's gotta do. I think if I'm doing other things and I'm not pomodoring, I can easily get
yeah.
distracted. But Pomodoro technique, and this is something that I think everyone should try. Like if you're having problems like focusing on work or whatever you may want to do creatively or otherwise, I think the best thing is to try the Pomodoro technique. It is a lifesaver, a huge lifesaver. You've used this before, right, Mario?
Nope, I
You
have not
never?
used it. No,
Really?
sir.
I thought that was like a like something that everyone in the IT field would have used at least once. Your stream earlier went well, but you really have to end with a raid next time. You know what? Remind me about a nightmare. Next time I'm doing a stream, remind me to raid someone. I will do that. You guys remind me, because you know what I'm like. I'm gonna forget that by the next time we stream next time, which will be Monday. So next time I stream, remind me to raid someone, and I'll raid someone. If it's not someone who I know who's already streaming, you guys give me a name and I'll raid whoever that is. If you guys know someone on Twitch that I should raid. But back to what I was saying about Pomodoro. So how have you never used that, Mario? It's
It's, well, to be honest with you, I just work. That's what girlfriend. See how she's doing. Eat, sleep, play little video games once in a blue moon. That's about it.
Yeah, but Pomodoro is work though. Like, you know what it is, right? Or you don't even know what I'm talking about.
That.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, so here's what it works. Here's how it works, right? So basically, the Pomodoro technique is this sort of concentration technique that that people use to sort of stay focused while they're, I don't know, doing a bunch of things, right? So you know how when you're working, right, and you have all these sort of things that can sort of like distract you, like maybe you have, like you mentioned, like you have a game on your computer and you feel like, let me play it. Or a better example is, like, you know how people who, how can I say, play, like, check Facebook and stuff, or Twitter, or whatever that may distract you. Maybe it's, I don't know, what's your distraction? Watch someone tell you, YouTube. What's your biggest distraction? Mary, bro. What's going on, man? Switch back to the tab so I can hear you. What's your biggest distraction? Mario. Oh, you really need to get the app, bro. Like, this switching thing, I can't hear a word. You gotta click back on that tab. That's weird, though, that you have to stay on the tab for the audio to play, though. For me to hear you, because I can't hear a word you're saying right now. If you are speaking, that is. Can you hear me? At least. Uh,
Hello.
yeah.
You hear me now? Sorry about that.
Yeah. So,
What was the question again?
what's your biggest distraction?
My biggest distraction, it all depends. When I'm at work, I guess when people talk around me about an interesting topic, that probably can distract me, something like that. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Or maybe YouTube is my biggest distraction. I like to binge watch a lot of videos. So
I'm assuming a good portion of those videos are mine. Yeah.
see.
Damn, Mario. Damn. Way to be like, yeah, bruh. I don't watch your stuff. While I'm
No,
streaming on my
I
channel.
do. It's just
You don't binge me.
it just I keep like jumping from channel to channel to channel. I don't fully watch the whole channels. I just watch what I can, stop what I'm doing, and then get back to work.
You should be
So
dedicated to
for
me,
my
like a wife or something.
no, that's too much.
Cheating
It
on
is
me with
way
other
too much.
cheating on me with other channels and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean it depends on what I'm feeling. Um, Keep pumping content. I'll always click on you, check it out real quick,
Mm-hmm.
hit your thumbs up. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't comment too much,
I miss.
but
I like when I see a comment, though, especially when it's from someone that I know. Like when I see a comment from someone I know, it's like a hug
the
or
last
something.
I gave you a comment a long time ago. I forgot I think you were playing. I think you was playing a PES game, and you didn't recognize who I was. So
Oh, really? What name were you
yeah,
using at the time?
the same name I always use.
Really? And I didn't recognize it. That was
You
you.
didn't recognize me. And there was another game you was playing when you was in the store. I forgot that game. It was another game. You was in the store, and I
On
told you
Twitch.
to grab something. Yes,
Was that the game with like the pink girl and I was like going underground and fighting monsters and stuff and picking up stuff?
yes.
Really? You were in that stream? I didn't recognize you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Told you
your username is Cooperling if I remember correctly, isn't it?
my name.
How did I not recognize? You know what? It's because of the fact that you don't hit me. We don't game as often together anymore, so I forget your game attack. You know, I had this other friend. She did. Hmm.
Go ahead.
I have this other friend. She changed her gamer tag, but like I didn't recognize the new tag, and then she came into the stream, right, and she was chatting, and she was saying something, and then I only remembered it was her when she made a reference to something that only she and I would know about, and I was like, oh shit, it's you. But I didn't say anything in the stream. I was kind of like, I played it cool, I was just sort of like, oh okay, well, um, how you doing? I pretended like I didn't realize that. I pretended like I played it cool basically. But I mean, come on, man. If you come into the stream, you gotta let me know it's you. Even if I forget, you gotta, if we haven't spoken in like half an hour, I'll forget you exist. I'll be like, who is this person again? Your name is what now? Mario. Mario. Bro, this thing is terrible. You need
I'm sorry. I don't know. It's weird. I just lost connection for a
really.
split seconds. Yeah.
You sure you're not falling asleep on me on the stream? What time is it over there?
No, I'm not falling asleep on the stream. It's 7:02 p.m. right now.
Early
It was
morning.
just the Discord got disconnected and it just finally connected.
It's
So,
amazing. And you know what? We're talking from Florida to London to the UK.
hmm
Nice long
hmm
connection. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the whole Pomodoro thing. So basically, what a kitchen timer is?
Oh, what?
Kitchen timer, like what you use to cook food.
Yes, use a kitchen timer.
So Pomodoro is basically this technique that people created with a kitchen timer. Obviously, no one uses a kitchen timer for it anymore because, well, there's software. But originally, what it is it's essentially this technique where you set a timer for like a time. So let's say, for example, you set a timer for 25 minutes, right? For that
hmm
25 minutes, you are not allowed to do anything other than whatever you're working on. So let's say, for example, you're working on a project at work. Anyone calls your phone, you can't pick it up. If you get
hmm
a text message, you can't take the text. You can't even look at your phone, right?
Uh-huh.
You can't go into YouTube, nothing, check Facebook, none of that crap. And then after the 25 minutes is over, the alarm will go off, right? You set a 5 minute alarm at that point in time, and for that 5 minutes, you spend that 5 minutes not working. Like you do whatever you want to do. Check Facebook, you watch a 5 minute video on YouTube, you take a bathroom break, all that kind of shit. You just literally anything but the work. And then as soon as that 5 minutes alarm goes off, you set another 25 minute alarm and you go back to work. Like you just literally go back into work mode. And bruh, it makes you so productive because of the fact that you're taking these short breaks in between these mandatory short breaks. It makes
hmm
it that you literally don't feel overwhelmed by work and you get to check the stuff that you want to check like on social and all that kind of stuff or keep up with whatever you want to keep up with. But the good thing is that you're able to sort of manage how you're spending that time. So you do instead of taking like sometimes you may you may start watching YouTube and like you mentioned binge, so you might end up watching
hmm
like 3 or 4 videos in a row. You'll end up watching one video or half of a video and then watch the other half later. But you might at the end of the day you may still watch the whole set of videos you usually would have watched. But because of how you've sort of like manage your time, you end up finding that you're more productive because in that 25 minutes where you're focusing, you're actually getting more work done than you otherwise would if you're like stopping in between at random times, because you know you're not being as focused on your work, I guess. So Pomodoro technique is what I use. I use it a lot when I'm writing and I can't focus. Like if I'm writing an article and I'm finding myself not focusing, I Pomodoro that shit. Like That's how I usually do it. So I Pomodoro if I find myself like not really focusing. I drop the Pomodoro technique on them. I'm like, yeah, your boy's Pomodoro.
That's it. I think that's kind of interesting. I should do that when you know, on my personal time, on reading books and things like that. I think that'll help me be more focused.
Yeah, it's really really good. It's really really good. And you don't have to obviously use a real kitchen timer. You just they're Pomodoro apps. So if you search for a Pomodoro app, you could just install it. There's a lot of free ones like on Windows. There are free ones, and you can get some for Android as well. So once you install the app, you know, obviously there are some paid ones that are just better because they have more features and all that kind of stuff. Like you can set Pomodoro, like you can set like different Pomodoros for different things. So like say for example you have one for work. You know, a work Pomodoro where
Hmm.
the Pomodoro instead of doing 25 minutes at a time, maybe it's like 50 minutes or something, and then maybe the break is like less time or more time or however you want to put it. Maybe you want to put like a 15-minute break or a 10-minute break in between like a 50-minute work session. So you keep yourself focused for the entire time that you're working, and you're able to, get some refreshing breaks in between. I tend to keep my pomodoros at 5 minute breaks with 25-minute work sessions, you know, and
I
that
thought you'd do like 5 minute work sessions and 25 minutes of break.
and what will I wouldn't get any work done if I did that. I don't think I would get anything done if I did it that way. So yeah, I kind of do. That's kind of how I do my sessions. It works out really nicely though. It works out really really nicely when you do it that way.
Hmm.
And yeah, basically that's how I do the Pomodoro technique, man. Roger's used it before. Like he's used it a lot before when he was working. I think with Chromata. I think he told me he used the Pomodoro technique as well when he's working and stuff. So it's very helpful. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. As an IT specialist, like I figured that would be like up your
I,
alley.
n- I never knew there was a technique for it, but I know back in the day what I used to do when I was in school. I used to do a little bit of schoolwork. Then I switched over playing some games, and I switched back. I did something like that, but
It
I
wasn't
didn't know it was
structured.
actually. No, it was instructed. I just did it. I at least worked for like 15 minutes. Then I do like probably about a 15-minute game session. Then I switch back and forth. I did that when I was younger. Yeah, I didn't know people actually did that in while they were working. And it
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
name, and it was a technique. So learn something new every day.
Yeah, I found out about it because I was struggling to stay focused while working. And I was just looking like, I just googled like what's a good way to stay focused while working, like focusing techniques or tools, and I came across it and I was like, I thought like it was something that was so unique. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then after I spoke to Roger about it, he was like, oh yeah, I knew about that. That's like a common thing. I was like, holy crap, really? Yeah, I'm feeling all proud of myself. I found this unique new thing. You know, it's kind of like when I found out about the language, what do you call it, Esperanto. Like there's this language that's like it's basically supposed to be the easiest language to learn in the world. And I listened to this podcast and I found out about Esperanto on this podcast, and I'm like, oh, Esperanto, this is super cool. And then it turns out, right, I was doing a stream, I was talking about it on the stream, and this one guy in the stream who's like a regular, who shows up in the streams all the time.
Hmm.
Mr. Vargad is his tag. Mr. V, if you happen to watch this in the future, sup bud, show up for the late stream, bro. But yeah, basically he was basically he was like, oh yeah, Esperanto is like a Polish thing because Mr. Vargad is from Poland, right? So he's like, oh
Hmm.
yeah, that's a Polish guy who made that, and I'm like, I thought it was like an Italian dude. He's like, not Polish dude. And I looked it up. It was Polish, right? I go to my girl, right? After the stream, I'm like, babe, you know this language, this Esperanto thing? She's like, yeah, I know about that already. I was like, damn. All this time, I thought I was like clever because I found out about this thing on this podcast that maybe no one else really knew about, and I was gonna be like start like a group of people speaking Esperanto and stuff like that. And then turns out shit is just common as hell in Poland. Like everyone knows this shit. I was like,
Yeah.
well,
You're
finally.
always late to the party.
I know, right? Feels super super bad about it. I was like, damn. You know, that's the thing. That is the thing. The thing. The thing. But is there any games that you're looking forward to getting though? Like, are there any games that like on your radar you're like, man, I must have this. Like, this could get me back into gaming proper.
Oh,
Come on, don't give me that exasperated. Come on, give me some energy. Yes, Q. There's a game I'm looking forward to. It's actually called Pokemon Mario Edition.
oh, let's talk about that.
Talk about what?
What game that actually will get me to like go full throttle gaming again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I don't think I have one right now because I'm actually kind of upset with the gaming industry. I honestly believe that we're going back into the ET era.
You think like
Where
games that like they're just being made poorly and they're not very good or something? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I think they just they're being built very bad.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
Mm-hmm.
nice and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's always missing something, or a person, they spend their hard earned cash to get a brand new game and
Mm-hmm.
it's half baked. Gotta
Yeah.
wait for patches. It's actually pissing me off.
You know what? You know what?
And
I agree with you, 100%.
like the
Cyberpunk.
cyberpunk, I was
Mm-hmm.
I was on the hype train. I'm not gonna lie. My boss was on the hype train, and it's CD Project Red, and they know what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and they dropped the ball, and it's
Yeah.
like it was bad. It was also sad too because I had high hopes for the development team, but
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Did you buy it, or
I,
were you just hyped and wanted to buy it and didn't?
I didn't buy it because
You heard you got the news and the reviews and everything. And you said no.
yes, and I'm
Right,
like,
right.
no, I will wait till they
So,
polish it up
mm-hmm.
some more before I purchase the game. I am going to get it sooner or later,
At
but
some point or the other, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I thought that was bad. It's not just CD Project Red, but everybody thought they was they're going to be the biggest title ever,
Mm-hmm.
just like No Man's Sky. Um, Same thing, big hype. But something told me to just back off and just watch,
Mm-hmm.
and I trust my gut instinct, and I was correct.
You know
But
the thing is that I actually, I might, I never get excited for stuff anymore. I was actually one of those people who was like feeling that as well. Like I was like thinking like, oh, you know what? If anyone's gonna like get this right, it would be CDPR. You know, but turns out I was wrong. So I barely ever say that. Like people always tell me like, hey, you never admit to being wrong. You think you're always right about everything. I was wrong. See, it's on record now. It's on recording. No one can ever say I never said it. But yeah, continue,
mhm.
Mario.
uh, um, I don't have a game I'm really really hyped for, but I again I can take that back.
Mm.
Diablo 4. I'm a big Diablo fan,
You
so
give
I,
Blizzard your
I hope
money.
that yes,
Activision
like
Blizzard, you'd give them your money.
yes, like a crack addict.
You definitely sound like a crack addict saying that one. You know, like, is that crack out here? Good quality crack? That good stuff?
I'll take that off your hands.
You don't need any more games, sir. Oh, someone's in the chat. Tanisha Flint. Who is Tanisha Flint?
Oh, that's my girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't know her full name like that. I mean, she's not even using a game attack. Girl, what's going on with you? What do you mean he doesn't need any new games? He needs games. He needs lots and lots of games. And don't be using your full name on the interwebs. You gotta use an alias like Mr. Potato Head or something, or Mistress Mr. Potato Head. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm surprised that you would do it, but I get it. I feel it. I get it. I know there's certain games that like it's like in your brain if you have the money, you're like, I mean, I did it with FIFA for like you know what you knew what I was like a couple of years ago when I would just buy FIFA every year and I was just like I'd complain after. I'd be like, yo, there's problems with it, Mario. I like it, but this problem happening, and my favorite player doesn't look the right way or something, and my team doesn't look the way I want it to look, or this doesn't work properly, or the game is making mistakes when I try to make this pass that I want to pass, or shoot the ball the way I want to shoot it. And I'd be complaining and stuff, and then the next year the new version would come out, and I'll be like hyped for the trailer. I'd be like, oh, it's so great. And I'd be like, Mario, everyone needs to get this, buy it. And you guys, we don't play FIFA Q. I was like, no, get it anyway. So
Man.
oh man, but I think for me, I don't know if I can't say that there's a game that I'm hyped for. Like, I don't think there's anything that I'm like actually hyped for, but there are things that I would like to play. That I would probably say that if it turns out to be good, I'll pick it up. Like I'll pick it up and I'll play it. Like that new Pokemon game. I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm hyped for it because I'm not. I have no interest in being hyped for it, but I'm curious enough about it to play it. That's the thing. Like I'm curious enough about it to play it. Maybe not at launch, unless of course if I get a review copy or something. But I would say highly likely within the first year to try it out if it does well enough, and one, if I have the free time. Like if I have the time, I'm not like doing anything else at the time or whatever have you, I could see myself playing that.
Right now, I do have another game. It's on my radar. It's Metroid 4. So
Metroid.
I'm actually a little excited for that. I love Metroid. Been a huge fan.
I didn't know these things about you. Look at you. I'm learning all these secrets and stuff about you. And soon you're gonna tell me, you know what? Hey, I've got a helicopter. And I never told you about it. And that last time when I picked you up in Florida, I used the car because I didn't want you to know I was super rich. Okay.
No, nothing like that. If that was the case, I would have sent a private jet to pick you up so to save money.
Is a private jet cheaper than a helicopter?
I don't know. Let's ask somebody who's rich. Let's ask Zach.
Ask Zach, right? Zach. You know what? Zach has been working out a lot recently, and he keeps posting about it on his Instagram. And I watch him working out and getting beefed and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't watch the whole workout because I'm a straight bloke, so I can't be watching my bro workout like fully. I gotta watch like little clips, and then I'm like, okay, he got his workout done. But you know what? Watch the workout, and then like I in my mind I'm like, because gyms are closed here in the UK, and I don't got like Zach has this whole gym setup built in his house, right? And I don't got the funds to do something like that right now, so I'm just like looking at it. I'm just like, damn you to hell! You tempt me. I haven't been to the gym in a while, and look at you getting beefed, and I am just losing weight. So yeah, man, the struggle is real out here. The struggle is real. I miss the gym, man. I miss.
In the UK, what are like the top fashion for like workout, like workout clothes and gear? Is like, is it Nike? Just for both. Like is Nike really big over in the UK or?
I wouldn't. I don't actually know if Nike is pretty big because I mean I don't buy by brand. I just look for what's comfortable. So like yeah, I wouldn't know. I mean Nike is popular enough here. Like my trainers are Nike, so I wear Nike sneakers and stuff like that. I actually have Nike trousers for the gym. I have some. They were literally sitting behind me. So I
you
do
said
have Nike
trousers, not pants.
Well, I'm here.
Trousers.
I'm here in the UK, man. I'm gonna say trousers. Dungarees. British terms.
Oh my god, you said trousers.
Trousers. But you know what? Let me use some American. Yeah, some.
Girl, take off your trousers.
You know what? They call over here. Pants are actually your underwear. Like if you tell someone, hey, like, are you wearing pants? They'd be like, what? Or you ask them like, what color pants are those? What color pants are you wearing? They'd be like, that's a personal question to ask me. And it's universal. Like pants go for both women and men. They don't even say panties, man. It's like pants. Pants are just underwear, basically. And so you turn to a girl and you be like, girl, them pants looking good. She start looking around like, what? Is my panties showing?
Oh my god!
So,
You know what? Next YouTube stream you should do is the do's and do not in the UK.
these are the you know I should just make like a video like just I turn that into like a video series like things that do in like different countries that I've visited, you know, like in the UK, Sweden, Florida. Yeah, I think in Florida the do's and do nots is just basically just nothing. Just basically go to Florida and make sure you have someone to like protect you and carry you around and stuff, and make sure you don't get into trouble, you know. And don't go to the beaches. I honestly say I don't like if you're from the Caribbean, don't go to Florida beaches. They're boring. They're basically Caribbean beaches. They look the same. It's like you go to the beach and it's like the same experience you get anywhere in the Caribbean. So it's like nothing changes, no difference whatsoever. Um, Actually, Florida is like a big Caribbean island. To be honest, you guys don't even get snow over there, do you?
Not really. The upper parts, like up north, but not down south.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Rain is Florida snow during the winter time. So,
I mean, do you guys even can you guys even call it winter? Really? Does it get cold?
yes, it get cold for us, but anybody who lives like in New York or that they really know about winter. The
They
winter is
like
paid. They'll come down to Florida and they'll be like, let's say about 60 degrees. They'll wear short shorts or short pants.
wait, 60 degrees
Actual
Fahrenheit? You're talking about?
yes.
Let me see what that is in
Fahrenheit.
Celsius. You Americans and your weird thing. Um, Fahrenheit. Yeah, why do Americans have to have wrong stuff, man? Why you guys can't just do shit normal? Just weird and shit. All right,
I don't
60,
know.
60 is 15 degrees. Oh, that's actually that is a proper win. You don't get 60 degrees in the Caribbean. All right, you're right. You guys
Yeah.
are some shit. I mean
So
that's like summer here
to
in the
us,
UK, but still that's like that's a
to
UK summer.
us, 60 degrees is cold because we're so used to the warm, less heat,
Mhm.
the humidity.
Mhm.
That's cold to us, but anybody from Canada, New York, New Jersey, they come down here, they say it's perfect weather, and we
Mm.
just look at them like they're crazy.
Canada has it proper cold. Canada has that
Um,
separate levels of cold. And by the way, I see you got 2 likes on the video. Thanks to the peoples in the stream dropping them likes. If you in the stream, you know, drop a like for your boy. But yeah, I should say for your boys because you're with me here, Mario. So drop a like for your
yeah, see
boys.
what happens when I'm on your YouTube channel. You got those lights. Keep
I
those.
know, right? I know, right? We should do this more often. You know, like we hop on a call and we just chat. Maybe play a game together. Maybe we hop into a game that we both have. Like we both install PES. So you install PES, and I already
You said
have it.
Barbie? I don't play Barbie, sir.
You know what? You know Tim actually got me a Barbie game to mess with me this one time. Like he was like as a birthday present, like he was like, "Q, I'm gonna get you a present, right?" And
Uh,
he's like, "And you have to play it, right?" And I think I said okay or something. And then when I saw the game, it was Barbie, and I was like, "Good lord!" That
did
and it was like that,
did
and
you play it?
I did actually. I did play it. It was. Did I? I think I loaded it up. I can't remember for sure. That and that Mount Your Friends game. God,
Hmm.
that one is creepy, man. Just a lot of banana hammocks and shit. You know, a
You
lot of
know what? You should have take the hard drive out of your computer and
just
get a
burn it,
hammer
right?
and bang it. Just burn it all because of the Barbie game.
Be like, nah, man. I know what's the problem. It's on my Steam. I mean, at first I was you remember back when you couldn't actually install games to Steam, right? There was a point in time where sorry, not install, but you couldn't remove a game that was on your account.
Hmm.
Um, it was on my account as this sort of like badge of shame or something, you know. Um, so I mean, no, I can't remove it. I just haven't out of just at this point in time, I just don't care anymore. But at the time, I would have deleted it in a heartbeat. I was like, nah, I don't want anyone see me playing this Barbie shit. My man card would be taken away. The association would call me up, Mr. Campbell. We've heard that you've been playing.
Played 60 hours of Barbie.
Yeah, it was like we've heard that you've been playing Barbie shit. your man card is revoked. You know, I can't even like call myself a bloke anymore. So I'd be out here like, how you doing? My name is Q Isha. No, it's no longer Q. You know, people just out here just. This guy is. I'm playing a guy online, and this guy is literally just peppering shots at me. I feel like a pleb. You know, I feel like again, this is all the Barbie shit that's doing this to me. You know, talking about Barbie is making me shit at a manly game of PES. You know,
Yes, the horror.
you know, I say a manly game of PES, right? I remember I was watching this girl play PES. I should say this woman play PES on Twitch, right? And I
Hmm.
was talking to my missus was like checking out her Twitch while I went out to do something. I think I went to I can't remember what I went out for. But I went out for some reason, and she was watching the stream while I was like out on my computer.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, you know, she was saying like, oh, she understand because I was saying this, the girl was like, the lady was she's speaking Spanish, right? So I was like, how good is her English? And she's like, oh, she speaks really good English. I was like, but is she better than me in PES? And my girl was like, yeah, she better than you in PES. Like, and I was like expecting her to be like, nah, man. Even if she was better than me, I was expecting her to be like, nah, kid, you know, you know you got this. So I'd be like, you know, my confidence level would be higher and shit. Nah, she was like, nah, she better than you. You ain't shit. I knew
Why
she
you
was.
pick? So go ahead. Go ahead.
I knew she was better than me, the chick
Mm.
playing the game, but I was expecting my girl to like, again, lie to me, you know, like let me feel good about myself, you know. But still, nah, she didn't. She was like, nah,
Why
I'm
you
gonna.
choose?
Mhm.
Why you choose PES over
FIFA.
FIFA? Yeah.
It's because of the monetization, man. You know what EA is like. EA will take your grandmother's soul if they could get it. I mean,
It's in the game though.
it's in the game, right? You mean nothing is in the game?
Well,
Oh god, I got scored on. I'm down 1-0. But yeah, I mean, like with PES, like the mode I play, the online mode, right? You know, the sort of like um the mode where you collect like players and level them up and all that kind of stuff, or challenge people online with you know all these. You create your own unique team and all that kind of stuff. That mode in FIFA, right, is you basically spend money and you randomly get players, right? So you don't know what you. It's like opening a Panini sticker pack and you randomly gonna get a player, but you don't know who you're gonna get, right? The problem with FIFA is that the odds of you getting anyone good is trash odds. Like
oh,
your
the Ultimate Team, right? That's what it's
Ultimate
called.
Team,
Ultimate Team.
yeah. The odds of getting anyone good in Ultimate Team in FIFA Ultimate Team is trash. Like you could spend you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and get the like repeated version because it has like repeated characters in the packs basically. So you could
Yeah.
get like the same crab guy every time, no matter how much money you spend. You could get like the same crab guy all the time, over and over, and spend $1,000 and still get that same crab guy, right? And because of how they monetize the mode, that's basically what happens. Like people who play, they basically keep getting the same crab guy all the time, and then you see everyone has the same kind of crab guy team, you know, like um and
Uh,
with PES, it's like you get good players, like, and you don't have to spend the money. Like you obviously, if you want to, you can give Konami your money, but you don't have to.
yeah.
Like it's not the way they have it set up. It's not like begging you like, hey, give me your soul and everything like that. It's like you could decide, you know what, I'm not gonna buy any loot boxes in this thing, and it's fine.
Mhm.
Like for me, I've never spent a dime in PES, and shit works, man. My car, I have a really good team. You know, I'm not giving them my money. You know, they're not paying me to say this. I mean, I get a game for free though. You know, Konami does give me a
Yeah.
copy free. I have to say that, you know, just to be transparent. I do get my copy of PES every year for free. You know, shout out to my boys at Konami for that copy of PES every year. You know, but the thing is though is that even if
I would like Castlevania for free.
Castlevania is who again? Konami.
Yes.
If they put out a Castlevania game, all right, and you promise me you will review it, I'll get you it for free. That's if they put out a Castlevania game and you promise you're gonna review it for me. Like then, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get you a
I
copy.
guess I guess I can do that.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I could do that for a free game.
I guess.
I guess, you know, it's such a chore, you know, such a chore. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that, um, like with PES, you know, it's like, as I say, and also not just it's not just the fact that that PES doesn't have as egregious monetization as Konami does. I'm sorry, as FIFA does. PES also just has more fun gameplay. Like FIFA just feels like. I mean, if you're imagine you're a fan of like what's are you a fan of any sport? Do you watch any sports at all?
Football.
American shit, right? You know,
No, no football.
rugby
Real
with
football.
like goalie pads, right? Okay. So 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 when you're watching like when you watch you know girly rugby, right? Um, the thing is, I shouldn't say girly rugby
That's,
because you know what? There's some tough girls playing rugby too. So I should say when you watch you know Teletubby rugby. Yeah, let's go with that. Teletubby rugby. When you watch them Teletubby rugby, right?
Tubby Rubby. No,
Teletubby
no,
rugby,
no.
right?
I think we need to stop this chat immediately.
So when you watch this Teletubby rugby, right? The thing is that I've got a question, right? So when you're watching that, right? What do you like? If you had to play the Teletubby rugby as a game, right? Like maybe wouldn't you want it to be like as close to the Teletubby rugby that you're watching on the telly, or would you want it as like arcadey, like fake Teletubby rugby, like cartoonish or something, in the way the guys ran. Maybe they ran like ten, like twice as fast or something, and they did like when they fired a shot, it was like 10 times more powerful than when they really took a shot in real life. Which would you prefer?
None of the Tubbies. None of the Teletubbies at all.
Come on,
But
come on.
but but football, I would like it to be realistic as possible.
And that's the thing, right? PES is as realistic as you get with as a football game, right? Or as you Americans say, soccer. But for FIFA,
Yes.
FIFA is very arcadey. It's like it's the players move around really quickly. So it's very arcadey in how quick they move, and then you know it's all about like doing all these tricks and skills, and it's not about like just the fundamentals of the game. You know, there's no it's not that's not how the game is really that's not what the focus is, I guess. Right now, obviously FIFA is easy to pick up and play because of that, because it's arcadey. It's easy to pick up and play. Like you know you could basically just grab a copy of FIFA and play with a random friend and be chill. You know, I mean, obviously there's some intricacies to the game, and you could become an expert at it and be able to do things that you know a pleb couldn't do. But PES is not that. Like you could pick up PES and play, yeah, but PES is all about the it's all about the intricacies. Like you only do well at PES if you do the intricacies, you know.
Mhm.
So because like even just the way the ball moves in the air, like the kind of passes you can make in PES, like you could do things that when you watch the real sport, the players do. You know, like you could pass the ball the way they would pass the ball. You could you know the way the players run feels the same. You know the the motion of their bodies when they're running and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, PES isn't perfect. It has its own issues. You know,
Mhm.
I find the some of the faces are just you know garbage tier. You know, they and obviously EA being EA, they've bought up all the licenses for all the leagues. You know, so
Yeah.
obviously there's gonna be a lot of leagues that you're not gonna see in the game that you have to patch in if you and only if you had the PC version you can properly patch in all the leagues. Um, so there's that.
Mods for the win.
Yeah, mods to win, man. PC is life. Um, but generally speaking, I'm actually losing this match terribly. I haven't had one good shot on target against this guy. You know, he's just basically dominating me like some kind of random pleb on the interwebs. Come on, dude.
Good.
Mario, you should be backing me up, bro. We on the same team, alright?
I I am backing you up.
You said
Get him.
But yeah, the thing is that as I say, oh my god, this guy's passing around my guys like if they don't even exist. Yeah, so because EA owns all these licenses and stuff and stuff, things like that, it basically creates a vacuum whereby even though some people complain about the game every year, they still buy it anyway because they're like, oh well, my team is in here, like especially like American players in the US, because the
Yeah.
US players fans follow the MLS and want to see players who they follow, like so someone who backs Seattle Saunders or something, they're not gonna buy
Hmm.
PES because Seattle Saunders is not in PES, so when they're
Yeah.
watching their football on the telly, and then they want to go play the football in the game, their team is
Mhm.
not in the game, so they're not gonna buy the Konami version of the game, of PES. And I think that's the
Yeah.
reason why EA has it, which is what EA has for other games as well. Like they remember they had the whole
Yeah.
license for Star Wars, like people bought Star Wars games from them because like EA made it.
Oh, they had it. They
They don't
dropped the
have it
ball on
anymore. I
that.
know I know that fact.
Yeah.
Ah, lost
What
them.
what started them for start buying out licenses where they was actually had competition with the remember the 2K games, NFL 2K. It
Hmm.
was on
Yeah,
Dreamcast,
I remember
and they
that.
actually did a pretty good job. I heard a lot of people say the game was very good, and that's when they decided to start buying all the licensing for the NFL. And they say,
My team is just
it's
losing.
different.
I've had not a single shot on target. This guy is destroying me like nobody's business, man. But yeah, continue. You were saying?
I basically said what I had to say. Yeah, like I said, EA started buying all the NFL licensing so they can push out their Madden games, and then I guess they just follow suit with their other game,
Other
other
sports?
sports game. Yeah, and I guess the Star Wars franchise they had a good lock on that for a while. But speaking of Star Wars game, I think it'd be kind of interesting to see Ubisoft put their spin on it.
I don't trust Ubisoft to be honest. To be
Um, I,
a lot of those
I,
those big companies, right? Ubisoft, EA, Activision, all of them. I mean, I'm not saying that they can't put out something good because EA puts out good stuff every now and then. Like every now and then something good comes out and it's like, holy shit, they've actually done something and it's not that bad and I don't have to worry about microtransactions and it's a solid game. It's not broken at launch. And same Activision does the same from time to time. Ubisoft does the same, but every time they do it, somehow over time they find a way to ruin it. Like Ubisoft did it with Crash Bandicoot. When they did Crash Nitro Crowd, and it was amazing, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is a game proper. This is like a good like the ideal what do you call it, like remaster basically." And then what did Ubisoft do? Sneak in them microtransactions, and then people were like, "The
uh,
frack, man! Like, what are you doing? Like we were enjoying this game, and then you just spoil it with your stupid." So I think the thing is that I find it really hard to trust those publishers because of their secret tactics, and especially as a journalist, it's really hard to trust them because what they do is before launch they send us the good copy of the game, so then we're like blindly playing the game thinking, oh, it's perfect, like you should buy this, telling our followers and viewers like this is what you want to get, it's an amazing game, la di da, squiddle, and then when they finally buy it, it's a trash tier game. It's a garbage game. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but that is kind of how it the space we operate in. But yeah, I can't
you
lie. Mm-hmm.
you remember the time? I think it was Assassin's Creed. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot which one, where the animation was very bad. Game was basically breaking apart while the players were playing the game, and it
Mm-hmm.
got them to bend to bend the knee to the players and said that they were sorry, and they let players pick a game um
In the
so they could
Ubisoft
play.
library. But here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Though, but here's the thing is that those players never like I think I heard that game is still broken, like to a certain extent. I mean, obviously the game isn't as bad as it was when it was launched, but I heard there's still like depending on the version you had. Maybe if you had like the PC version, I can't. There's one version I know that I've heard of that is still unplayable to a certain extent. And I think that was Assassin's Creed Unity is what you're talking about, the French one, right? The one with the French Revolution. And yeah, they gave away a game, but you know what? They gave away a digital game, which means that it cost them nothing. Like they still gain, because if you spend $60 in a game, right, or 70 or 80 or 90, because you know they have all them special editions with all that kind of extra shit that no one actually needs, but they convince you somehow that you need it. And the thing is that with all of that, people went out and they bought it, and they bought into that crap. And the thing is that after you buy into it, right, after you've already spent your money and given them that cash, that sweet cheddar, right, you they still have the money even if they give you a free game, because it's not even, it's free for them as free as it is for you. Think about it. Like if Ubisoft gives you if they say pick a free game from their catalog, right? Let's say they say pick like, and you end up picking like Watch Dogs or something, and you get it digitally. They didn't have to package anything. They didn't have to make the game. It was already made. Like, does it really cost them anything? No. The only thing you could say, it cost them a potential sale of you purchasing it, but a lot of people may not, especially if it's a game that's already released. It means that they probably wouldn't have purchased it anyway, or it would have been they would have waited for a sale or something. So the company doesn't really lose anything. They gain $60 from you, even if at the end of the day, if they didn't put out a good enough product. So, when I look at it like that way, man, I keep getting guys with like really high rank compared to me, man. This guy's like rank 7. He's looking good. I've lost like 3 games in a row. I feel like a pleb.
I'm proud of that player.
What, the guy who kicked my butt?
Yeah, and on top of that, you didn't rage quit yet, so that's great.
I don't rage quit. You've known this about me for years. I've never rage quit.
You know what? I actually rage quit on a game before, and I was shocked.
Really?
And I never played it again.
What game was that?
And it was a very, very, very good game. And that game was called Rocket League.
Really? You rage quit in Rocket League?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I've never rage quit on a game, because when I say rage quit, to rage quit you have to get angry and like maybe toss your controller or something and lose your temper and scream at something. I've never done that in a game. Like for me, when I play a game, if I'm not having fun, I just stop. Like I'll finish the match if I'm online. I'm gonna finish it, but I'll just stop. So like if I play like 5 matches in PES and I lose all 5 matches and I'm not having fun, I'll just be like, well, I'm done with PES for the day. I'm not gonna like, like for one, like I'm not gonna scream and pelt my controller away, because this controller it costs. Well, I didn't actually pay for this controller. I got it from Konami for free, but I mean, it costs money, and also my controller looks nice. I don't want to buy a new controller. If it breaks, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. So.
Well, I didn't break any of my hardware. I just got super pissed. And that never happened to me before. And I'm like, I got to stop playing this game. I do love the game. It's an awesome game, don't get me wrong. But when you try to hit the ball in the goal and you being very competitive, it really brought it out of me.
So here's the question, right? What is it going to take for me to convince you to play Rocket League with me then?
Hulk smash.
Because I can interest you in a game of Rocket League, can't I?
No, I would like to keep my PC intact.
You're gonna break them? Isn't your monitor broken already anyway? You might as well just break it.
No, not that. No, don't remind me of that. And I did not break it for rage quit.
And now I have to wonder. Maybe you played Rocket League and that's why the monitor broke.
No, absolutely not. No. That was. I missed my job.
I got a good chance there. You should have seen that pass I made, man. A dream pass. But yeah, I wouldn't trust a lot of those big publishers with my money, man. With like giving me a good product, like they've proven themselves untrustworthy. I wait till their product is released and then like, they're good reviews, and not just released, but released for like months and stuff, and people have had time to play and replay and all that kind of stuff. And then if and only if after all that time the product is so good, then your boy might look to take the plunge. Other than that, they can't get my money, man. Oh shit! I gave up. I think I gave up a goal. My keeper saved it. He's a bad. Give him a hug.
No,
You give my keeper a hug this instant. You hug
no,
me.
no. He should have just stood there and let the ball pass him, like I paid him to do it.
Like you paid him to do it. Yeah, exactly. That's what you do. So you do out here just cheating and stuff. Cheating and stuff. Good defending. Cute. I've defended that goal. Locked it. Oh, the
Do you
power.
play any fighting games?
Yeah, Street Fighter. I play Street Fighter. My main is Sagat. I think he's pretty cool. But you know what's the shitty thing? If you buy Street Fighter 5, right, you don't get Sagat. You gotta buy the Platinum Ultimate Edition or whatever have you, the one with all the shit. That's the only way you get Sagat, which annoys me because the regular edition was on sale the other day for like $7 or something. But when I was gonna buy it, but then I was like, Sagat isn't in there. So like, why the fuck am I buying this? And then I just said, well, you know what? Well, screw you, Street Fighter. I'm getting
Back in the day, I used to be a big big fan when it came to the fighting games. I stopped getting into them because of the microtransactions. It's ridiculous how much money you would have to spend to, basically get every character, every costume, if they have a background, things. It's like over $200, and I think that's crazy.
Even Street Fighter, you have to. Didn't you have to spend money to get the story? I think like the story mode is a cost now in Street Fighter. Like you don't get story mode standard.
It should have been included in the game, in the base game, and that actually pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it would. I mean, for me, like personally, that's how I learned Street Fighter was playing story mode. You learn a lot of times you learn characters that you otherwise may not have learned by playing story mode. At least that's how it worked for me. You hop in, you play story mode, and then that helps you, learn new tricks and puts you in a better space to like improving the game and stuff like that. And because what I used to do is I used to do every character's story, and sometimes I used to learn a character that I otherwise wouldn't use, and that improved my play. So like. Sagat wasn't a play I would have picked at the beginning. When you start Street Fighter, right? When as a teenage boy, just to be clear, as a teenage boy, you play Street Fighter, the character you're picking is Sakura, right? There's a reason why. I'm not gonna go into details, but all teenage boys out there, all you all know why, right? So Sakura was my character of choice at first, right? I always pick her, right? And then it was Kami. You always pick the chick characters at that point in time. And of course, Ken and Ryu, because they were like the poster boys of Street Fighter. Those were the characters you played. Right? Also, Ken and Ryu were like the easiest guys you could learn in the game. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing is that as you get older, or as you play more characters and stuff, you start finding yourself like for me, I didn't realize how much I like playing Zangief. But then when I learned how to grapple, because I was playing the story mode and I needed the campaign, and I needed to play Zangief's campaign to like see how his story went, because I wanted to see the end of the cutscene for him. And I saw that I learned how to grapple, and I was like, this is not that difficult. And I learned that the amount of damage you do grappling is insane. I was like, yeah, boy, like Zangief. And now Zangief is my second favorite like main player. Like if I'm playing someone and I'm competing to win, it's Sagat first, and then Zangief. Like if I can't beat you with Sagat, which is really rare, your boy's bringing Zangief in there to do some damage. And
I'm surprised you actually pick him. He's actually a good character to play with.
Yes, because the thing is that I think what makes Zangief so good for me is that you can ring for your grapple while you're in the air. Like you could literally you could jump and do, because remember it's a whole circle ring, and then you tap. So you could literally ring for your grapple while you're up in the air, and as you come down, you're just going to grab your opponent, and that means you can avoid getting damage with Zangief, and then come in for the grapple. Or you could be doing something. Let's say, for example, you're attacking someone, and you press for your attack, and then you ring for the grapple while the attack animation is going on. you just come out of that attack into grapple, or you come from one grapple into another grapple. So you can grapple, and then that can just multiply a combo, because once you're already holding them, it's just like it's really difficult. Like you can't really do anything really. Once Zangief got you, he got you. So yeah, I think the only character I have not mastered in Street Fighter, or at least I shouldn't say mastered, but that I will not pick, if I want to actually win, would be Vader and what's his face? It's Vega and Guile. Those are the two guys I wouldn't play. Like I'm.
Oh, I love Guile.
Guile has that, like, I think to ring for his things, like it's a Z shape kind of like thing you gotta do on the controller, which I think maybe is better on an arcade stick, but on the controller it's like, I am not doing that to my controller. Like I've tried it and I'm like, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna break my controller. So I was like, nope, not doing that shit. I was like, my controllers, I like them too much, so I'm not doing that.
What's your favorite Street Fighter game?
I would say, this is gonna sound weird, but EX, I think it's EX2 Plus or something like that. The one with Dutch and Dark. Oh, I love Dutch and Dark. He was pretty cool.
Believe it or not, mine is Third Strike.
A lot of people like Third Strike. Third
Strike. It came out at a bad timing. That's when 3D fighting games started to become more popular, and a lot of the consoles couldn't handle the game.
You know what's another one I like? I think Alpha 3. Street Fighter Alpha 3 is pretty
cool. Yes.
Love it.
Alpha 3 is like well balanced.
And you got a good roster in there. Like you didn't have to worry about like characters and stuff. It had a good. That was before the whole like pay for your character kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I like Alpha 3. I like EX Plus as well. And
I haven't played of EX games, but I see other people play YouTube.
They were good. I mean, it was the first time Street Fighter had like the full 3D. It went into that 3D space, and I think going into that 3D space made it interesting, especially because there are characters in there that you didn't see any other Street Fighter. Like Dutch and Dark and those sort of guys. And I like Dutch and Dark because he was so cool. The guy had like a skull helmet and stuff, and had like a whip and a bomb and stuff. And when you went to the arcade and you played with him, at the time, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was just like ringing and pressing buttons in the arcade. But I used to I was effective with him. It was like playing Eddie in Tekken. I was effective.
Oh, don't even get me started with Eddie.
I was effective being cheap with my boy, so I liked him for that reason. But at the end of it, oh, what a save! That was cutting in perfect. Yeah, so basically, I would say, I think outside of Street Fighter, I think my second favorite fighting game would probably be, let me see, what would be my second favorite fighting game? I would have to say Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur was pretty chill back in the day. And one of the things I liked about Soul Calibur was the fact that you got a lot of, like there was always like hidden characters and stuff in Soul Calibur that you could unlock, and they were like from the console. So like if you had like a PlayStation, you'd get like Kratos or something, or some character that was the exclusive characters,
whatever console you buy it from.
And like with I mean, obviously it sucked when like you didn't have the console for a character that you really wanted, But I mean, at the time when I got my first Soul Calibur, it had Link, and I wanted Link. So
yeah, I had it for the GameCube too, and I think that was the superior version of Soul Calibur.
It was, and I think like again, I started off with characters like Ivy and what's the ninja
for the boobs.
Name? Sorry,
for the boobs.
For the boobs, and then I tried this chick with the one in the ninja outfit. I can't remember her name.
I know who you're talking about, but I forgot her name as well. There's a ninja suit.
Yeah, I had her as well, and the thing is that playing her was pretty chill. Like I mean, she looked pretty good as well, and she actually remained one of my mains in what do you call it, in tech and not tech and Soul Calibur to this day.
Soul Calibur.
Like the last Soul Calibur game I played, she was still one of my mains. Like when I played her, I was like, oh, she still plays the same, perfect. I mean, she's not my main character. My main character is Cervantes, which most people say he's cheap, which he is.
Oh, he is. He is so cheap.
Because he can teleport and
cheap and powerful.
And powerful. He does have some good attacks, and you can fake out really well with him, and then hit someone like effortlessly with some dangerous amount of damage. So I like Cervantes for that. You know, he's got a lot of great fake outs in the game, and which makes him just really good to play. But even like her, like the ninja chick, like she's got some good stuff too. You know.
I forgot the guy name with the bow staff. I used to play with him a while.
Oh, I hate playing against him. I think whenever the AI had like was set on like the highest difficulty, I used to have such a challenge playing against him. You know. I never really came up against anyone who actually played him in real life. But you know who was a character that I was so surprised about when a friend of mine told me like, hey, I'll play you with this guy, he's my best, right? And I told he was kidding. It was Astro, right? Homeboy picked Astro.
Oh yes, Astro he's a good character. He's just slow, but
that's the thing. I was like, there's no way this guy's gonna beat me. I blitz around the screen with my boy Cervantes. There's no way he's gonna catch me. He's not gonna catch me up. Dude was like, he played me perfectly. He timed all my he counted everything I put at him. I was like, damn, this dude is. And when he hits you, the damage is so much that, you know, you just find yourself like just wanting to curl up in a ball and cry because you're like, no, he's killing my girl. Oh, my dude.
You know, in Ridge Racer, the tires, it says Astro.
Is it from the same character, or is it just that the tire brand?
Namco, yeah, that's the tire branding. From the character, they call them Astro tires.
So they've named the tires after the character.
Yes. Yeah, Namco does some goofy stuff with Ridge Racer. They will actually promote their games inside of. They promote their games with other games using Ridge Racer. It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty cool. That is actually pretty chill. You know. I think you know what, a lot of those companies, right, would like Ridge Racer was another one that I enjoyed back in the day. I think it was just like so cool. I used to like when you start off a Ridge Racer game, you'd be like Ridge Racer, and the music was always like funky and losing 3-1.
Yeah, they had a very great soundtrack. A lot of their games that now. The modern Ridge Racer, they resell their songs.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean they resell their songs? Like they sell you the songs in
the game? Actually, yeah, for the previous Ridge Racer games, they will actually sell you the music so you can play the old music with the current Ridge Racer. The last Ridge Racer I played was on Vita.
Really? I never played that one. I heard good things about it though.
Never it was a great game, but it was a good game, but the main thing that I didn't like about it, they only had 3 tracks.
You mean like race tracks or just music?
Yeah, 3 tracks. Race tracks.
Ugh. That is terror, bro. That is terror, bro. Yeah. I literally started this match, got ahead by 1 goal, was winning, and then lost 3-0. Oh my god, I am so trash right now at PES. Man. I just want 1 win. Let me just get 1 win and I'll be happy with that.
No.
Someone
or L's for you.
I just want 1 garbage person to like rank against me so I can kick their butt. They don't need to be garbage. They just need to be like around the same level as me, you know. Because everyone I've played so far has been like they're ranked like 70 something, like 700 and something, and I'm like ranked 400 and something. So it's like they're like double my level, or at least, you know, almost double my level. So it's like I don't want to play you. You're like an actual person that plays this game every day. I'm the kind of person that just comes on whenever I get a free moment or whenever I'm streaming, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, Ridge Racer was pretty nice. That was pretty good as well. You know what? A lot of games from back in the day were just good, man. Did you ever play Rival School?
Oh yes,
It was good.
I'm surprised Capcom haven't brought it back. To be honest with you.
Such a good fighter, man. It was such a good fight. I never owned it myself, but I had a friend who had a Dreamcast. I know we played the
Yeah.
shit out of that whenever I went over there. That and
So
Power Stones. Ooh, Power
I
Stones.
wasn't too. I wasn't a big Power Stone fan, but I just played it because my other friends wanted to play the game.
I liked it
Um,
because I used to watch the cartoon, or the anime, and
yeah,
I was really into that. So I was like super into Power Stones, the anime, and then so when I found out there was a game for it, I was like, yeah, boy is into that. I will get that game, but I didn't have the console, so I just went over to my mates who had it, and I just played it there, and I had a good time. So Power Stones was a pretty good option, you know. Oh, my guy is not in good form, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there are a lot of good titles out there. I mean, from back in the day, from back in those
yep.
times, there's a lot of good stuff. GameCube days, Dreamcast days. You know,
I really love the Dreamcast days, even though PlayStation 2 came and I don't know what happened to the Dreamcast after that point.
they killed it, man.
It was like it was like it never existed,
You know
and
what?
but people still want a Dreamcast,
Mm-hmm.
Dreamcast 2.
I think the thing with the Dreamcast as well, like they had such a cool controller, man. Like that controller had character. You know,
I thought the controller at first was going to be uncomfortable till I actually
same.
bought the console, had it in my hand. It was a perfect fit.
It fit nicely. When I saw it, I was like, this thing is big. But as a kid, it just looked so cool because you had that little extra screen on the bottom, and I was like,
Yes.
oh, what does that thing do? I need to know. It looks so cool, and then like all the games that my friends had on there, like my mates who had Dreamcast, man, they had all the best games, you know. And so whenever you went over to theirs, it was just like, oh, look at these games. Like the football games looked real. I mean, back then it was real looking compared to like, I mean, compared to
It,
today, obviously it doesn't look as good.
yeah,
But
it was it was a huge graphical leap.
yeah, exactly. You know, because you were looking at PS1 before that, you know, and the PS1 was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, and then that thing came out and it was like, oh my god, the shit looks real. Like the graphics looks real.
Yeah, so when the first Soul Calibur
Mm-hmm.
came out for it, I played it on the Dreamcast first, and I seen Soul Calibur in an arcade, and it was like night and day. Normally
Mm,
the console, I mean not the console, but the
arcade
arcade
looks
version,
better.
way better
Mm,
than the console, but it was the other way around.
yep.
And I'm like, okay, I said, okay, this is the future of gaming.
This is what it is. You know, that's the thing. You know, even like for me when I got my GameCube, I remember I got my GameCube and I was like, man, this shit looks really tight. Like this is the kind of, I mean, GameCube had some graphics, but again, it lost out to the PS2 because, you know, Sony had their disc could hold more data, and a lot of developers
Yes.
just basically. But even though the PlayStation disc held more data, I still love those little GameCube discs, man. They look so. It was nice. It was like it was just it was a neat looking aesthetic, like having those little discs. I kind of
Yeah.
wish they had smaller cases back then for them though.
Yeah.
Seems like
But
a
I
waste.
really when I had my GameCube, I really liked it a lot. I liked how the console looked.
Mm-hmm.
Even thought about Nintendo thought about a handle so everybody could carry it.
Mm-hmm.
Had four controller ports. The controllers were weird looking, but they
Mm-hmm.
were very comfortable.
That's the thing, you know. And it's amazing how similar to the Dreamcast, like weird looking controllers are super comfortable, you know. Like
Yeah.
the placement looks weird, the button it looks like you're gonna feel the pain, and then you pick up the controller and you start playing and you're like, why does this feel so good? You know? It and so yeah, I mean like Dreamcast was good, GameCube was good. I remember the first time I played Wind Waker on the Dreamcast. My God, my mind was blown. I was like, this game looks like a cartoon in motion.
Yes.
It is so good,
Uh,
and
It
you know,
doesn't. Wind Waker didn't look good to me when I was reading the magazines.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, it was during the magazine phase of
mm-hmm,
getting your games. I guess because it was still art.
mm-hmm,
It didn't look
exactly.
all that great until you actually played the game and see it in motion. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, "This is actually pretty cool."
I
It
remember
took a big risk with the art direction.
they did take a big risk, but it paid off, man. And not just that, the game is timeless looking. Like When you look, oh come on! Oh, I knew I was gonna get beat out the minute my guy went down. Yeah, but the thing is that the way they made the game, right? The game's on. I'm forgetting what I'm saying. Yeah, Wind Waker. The way they made Wind Waker, right? One of the things that impressed me the most was seeing Link's eyes move to whatever like was interesting in the world that you needed to find out. Like say for example, if there was like a chest or something hidden, you would see his eyes dart to the corner, and that's how you felt. Like when I saw that for the first time, I was like, oh my god, it's so amazing. How did they get that? I mean, obviously it's probably just a simple thing, you know. But it was so cool. And then the whole night and day cycle and the whole that was just to me again impressive. I was just like, my god, I must know like change the day. And it shouldn't have impressed me as much. But the thing is, I hadn't played Ocarina of Time at the time.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Because
yes.
the thing is that I didn't have a Nintendo console before the GameCube. The GameCube was my first ever like real proper console. So when I finally got to play it, you know, and I was like, my god, this is great. And I borrowed Ocarina of Time from it was there was this Zelda collection that they did on the GameCube. You know,
Yeah.
I got Ocarina of Time in the collection along with like Majora's Mask and stuff, and I was like, my god, this is score. Yes, in your stinky face. Um, so yeah, I got that, and I was like, yeah, this is nice. I like Zelda. That's when I became a Zelda fan. You know, I mean, I will admit. Oh come on! I just scored a goal and I conceded one instantly. My defenders did nothing to protect me. I hate this game. Um,
Good.
Shut up.
Man,
You should be backing me up. You should be like, Q, win this game.
never.
Score
Never.
this guy.
You
You know.
know, every time we all play games and we all go against you.
I know, right? It's a shame, you know. You guys could
Yes.
bask in my glory with me, you know.
No.
Bask in my wonderful glory with me, and then we could all glory together for my winningness. But no, you just
No.
gotta be a hater.
Shoot.
Uh,
The first Zelda game I played was actually the original Zelda.
really? What did you play it
Yep.
on?
It was on the NES.
Did you play it on the NES or did you play it on something else?
No, on the NES.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Gold cartridge. Then Zelda 2 came out. That was also in a gold cartridge. It was pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool. It took a different direction
Mm-hmm.
because I got used to the first one being like it's not really overhead, kind of overhead
Mm-hmm.
view, but I mean, Zelda 2 was like an overview world, and then when you um, get caught by one of the monsters on the map, then it goes into a 2D um, 2D mode. So that was kind of different, but it was still a good game. It's actually a little harder than the first one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the first time I played an isometric Zelda game, I think was on the Game Boy Advance. Remember they had like Minchcap Collection and those others on there, and that was the first time I
Yeah.
played an isometric Zelda game, and then I was like, oh, this doesn't look as good as Wind Waker, and then I found out, oh, that's how the original Zelda was. Now, then I kind of appreciated it more because I was like, oh, okay, this is where it came from, you know.
I was actually pretty impressed with Breath of the Wild. It lived up to the hype. I thought everybody was just saying it just because it was a Zelda game, but it was actually pretty fun.
You know, I've not played very well, and I've had a Switch now for some years, and I don't have a copy, never played it, don't even. I mean, I want to get it, but you know the thing is with Nintendo, like, shit, it's the best shit ever. We are not gonna reduce the price, 60 quid or nothing. So for that reason, I have not played Breath of the Wild because I'm like, I'm not paying 60 quid for this game. Has been out long enough.
I want
Discounted.
I feel you. I wanted to get Luigi's Mansion. I mean, yeah, Luigi Mansion 3 still at $60. No, thank you.
You gotta be like, yeah, you know, I got Mario Kart from a guy here in the UK. Like, he's listed on Facebook for sale, and I just like I got it for like 20 quid. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. You know, so I'm just waiting for somebody to list a copy of. There are three games I really want on the Switch right now that I wouldn't mind if someone listed it. I'll purchase it. For again, it has to be like 20 quid under. But those three games, maybe 25 for one of them. And those three games are the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I really want
Uh-huh.
that game. Zelda Breath of the Wild is another one. And I would say the third one would be probably Smash, to be honest. I wouldn't mind having a copy of Smash Bros. You know, just
Mm.
to just and this is the thing. I don't even like Smash. Like, I don't even
Why
like.
you want to get something you don't like?
I mean, I don't know. I know I have a lot of friends who have it, and I feel like,
Mm.
you know what, like it would be a good like party game, and not just for me, but or like with friends, but with family too. I mean, I could probably get. Oh! I need to remember not to shout so loud. Everyone's sleeping. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was such a great goal. Oh my god, you should have seen that, Mari, bro. Oh, you should have seen that. Are you watching the stream, or are you? Like,
Mm. I think if I switch tabs, it'll mute my mic,
okay,
so
no, no,
I'll
no,
have to
no, no.
stay on this tab.
Don't take that chance. Don't take that chance. Don't take that chance. But you should have seen that lightning bolt of a goal I just scored.
I didn't want to see that. I don't want to see you score. I want to see your characters. I mean, your players get
Appreciate
injured,
appreciate us
and
winning together.
just let me know. Just tell me the score when you get defeated.
When I got defeated, you say. Why are you so mean to me? You know, why are you so mean to me? You know, we can't. Why can't we have nice things? Hmm?
Yep, it's anti-Q day.
Well, it's always anti-cutie for you guys whenever I play. It's just like kind of like in the DNA. Everyone just sort of like out here, just like, yeah. Oh god, come on, just defend. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think those are the games. But I think top of the list, as I say, is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Like, that game looked
Mm.
so good when it came out, and I was just like, finally an Ultimate Alliance game, you know, because they hadn't done one in a while, and I was like, yeah, I liked the first one, so I liked like the, you know, the X-Men games they did before they did Marvel Ultimate Alliance. They did like X-Men Legends or something like that.
Uh
Um,
huh.
and oh, come on! We were just winning, man. This guy and his relentless attack on me, just stupid, man. Come on, team, come on. That's it. Oh god, his keeper is doing the best. His keeper just like saving me. You know, I mean, granted, he's defending as well. It's pretty good, but yeah. So, X-Men Legends was pretty good. Did you play Legends?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
Oh my god, bro, that game is. I mean, that game. That's one of those games that could use a remaster, man. Like if they remaster that, it would be good, and not remake. Sorry, like a remake. Sorry, like remake it, keep the story the same, and just put a couple more characters in there. Oh my god, that'd be good. You know, it was
Uh,
basically a story like it was a traditional X-Men story, but the
mm.
way they did it in the game was so nice. It was so clean. The graphics looked good for the time, and it did just look like a cell shaded cartoon sort of like game sort of thing. And you know what, cell shading is a style I miss. Like, it was so good back in the day, and you know, I think
You know, the games still hold up to this day
that's
as
the
with
thing.
cell
Cell
shading.
shaded games still. Remember? Did you ever play Spider Man? Ultimate Spider Man on the GameCube.
No, I haven't got that game, but I've seen it
That's one of
played.
those games
But
that
it
hold
looks
up to this
good.
day. Like, to this day, if you see that game, it just looks good. It looks like you could buy that now. Like, you could just release it as it was at launch, and it would still be good enough on current generation. You know, and I think that it would be good to have for it would be good to have it, like to have those sort of games, like that, games of that style more often than not. You know,
Mm.
that's like games like Overwatch. Like I think Overwatch would be timeless. Like the look of it just looks great. I mean, obviously the servers would matter if it would be timeless, but the look of the game it has
Mhm.
a very visually timeless look. So you can use those same character models in pretty much anything, and it would be good. You know,
Mhm.
come on, dude, run faster than that. My guy is so slow, and the ball won't go out, man.
That's good. Good.
I'm down like three
I hope the
two.
physics go against you.
Damn you, Mario! Damn you! I was doing so good, and then
I hope you kick the ball. The ball just goes into the person's face
it's getting
to
closer
knock
to
them out.
90 minutes, and I haven't even got my comeback goal. I need a goal, man. Come on, game. Pause. Let me get a pick up one of my players, man. Okay, so Sky is winning. I'm gonna put on Cristiano Ronaldo. Put a Messi in there, and let me just put. I'm leaving the back line as they are. Leaving that, and I'm gonna put. I don't even know what to move, man. Putting this guy in here. Let me put him here. All right. See, as I was saying, right. So basically, the thing is that with the way that those games looked back in the day, they were timeless. I mean, I think even like sports games that had that style still look good, like SSX. Have you ever played SSX 3?
Yes, very crazy. The game is very crazy, man.
Insanely crazy, and it had such great music. That was when EA was at its prime, and that was top EA for me. That was when I was like an EA fanboy. Like I was out there. EA was my people's. Anything EA put out at that point in time, I was buying that. Like
Yep.
you know, because at that time,
That's before they start cannibalizing their studios and stuff like that. It
hmm
was that was a golden day.
that was when they had like Def Jams was on their. That's another gem. Def Jam was pretty good. And they had like what else did EA have at the time that was pretty good as well. They had NFL Street. I played all their Street games. Like I had NFL Street, I had NBA Street. NBA Street was pretty good as well. Whatever EA put out at that time, I took, man. Like I was just like
Yeah,
that was.
that was really good with the foot Madden games. I
Mhm.
remember NBA Live.
Mhm. Mhm.
That was very good. Do they even still make live?
Yeah, they do. That they do, but it doesn't sell well. It doesn't compete well against
Okay.
what 2K has, um, and that was back in the day when every game they had used to say EA Games challenge everything. Oh, it was so good. Or it used to be like when it was like one of those sort of like arcadey ones. It used to be like EA Games big, and you see like the big logo.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
for that was for like extreme sports games they pushed
Mm-hmm.
out.
Mm-hmm. Those were just legit good games. Like you you could just pick up any of those games and just have a good time. You know, they were just genuinely great games. And we don't get that anymore, man. We do not get them as often
We
from EA
we
as we
get a
do.
lot of games that just feel hollow. They look nice, it just feels hollow.
I don't even know if
Core mechanics
some of them don't even look
not
nice
even
to me
there.
anymore. Like I look at the visuals in some of them and I'm just like I'm disappointed. I'm visually disappointed. My eyes are like, this looks the same as everything else. Like they just have a samey similar look to everything else that's out there, and it hurts me. It hurts me to see a once great company that I liked to become this
Mm.
shell of itself, like a a company that their logo meant something, that it was a thing whereby you you felt that they actually cared to make good games, become this sort of thing. I think, like, obviously it's all about profits, and you got to make money and all that kind of stuff, but I think it shouldn't come with the integrity of the game, because even if we consider this whole microtransaction things and DLC and stuff, that could have been a positive thing. They could have said, hey, you know what, you only have to buy one sports game for life, and every year we'll just update it. You know, every year we'll just put out an update. If you already own the version, you just download the update. And yeah, I know in some cases you can't buy the sports game because they can't get an update because maybe you have shit internet where you live or something. So you want a
Hmm.
physical copy. But despite that, despite the fact that you want that, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Um, they could find some way of making it work. You know, they could find a way of like fulfilling that. You know, like maybe release a physical version every year for the folks that want a physical version and charge more for it because you have to like buy they have to print the disc or whatever they buy the disc version, right, for the physical
Yeah.
version. And then those who have the game and just want to do the update route, they just have to, because they, again, a lot of the times they stay in the same engine and not a lot has changed from game to game. So you could just like
Yeah.
update route, you pay like, I don't know, like half the price or less than half the price or something. Maybe you pay like $10 or something, and you just get all the updated squads and some updated textures and new things that they put in, and then you're good to go. Then you're just really good to go. But they don't do that.
What's your
What's my what?
what is your opinion about like subscriptions for gaming? Like
Like Xbox Game Pass is legit one of the best things I think out there because um, I think subscription for gaming work is a good option for people who maybe play a lot of games and you know would basically use the subscription because it's like having a subscription for Netflix, right? Like if you have a subscription for Netflix and you only watch one show, right? That's a waste of a subscription. You're paying money and wasting money because you might as well just buy that shit or something, or just buy that show on DVD or something like that or Blu-ray, or
Mhm.
pay for it on Amazon and just download it. Because basically you're only watching one thing, so like what's the purpose of you having this whole service basically, right? So it's the same for streaming services for games. I mean, if you're just gonna not streaming service, sorry, subscription services for games. If you're just gonna play one game, if you're gonna play a lot of games on there, then why not? I mean, I have Game Pass. I mean, granted, I am the least. I'm the person that is the opposite of why you should have Game Pass because I don't actually play any of my games on Game Pass. But I have a subscription and I've had it for like a good few months, like 3 months or so. I've had a subscription running. Granted, I got the subscription for like £1 because it was like a Christmas special or something. But
Yeah.
you know, your boy likes Game Pass. I mean, I wouldn't have mind getting an annual Game Pass subscription for that reason. Um, because a lot like if I was, let's say for example I wasn't working in the industry, because I think that's the difference with me is that I work in the industry and I get games for free. So
Uh,
a lot of the games that I would get for through Game Pass, I actually get copies for free. Like the medium is on Game Pass, right? But I got a review copy for that. So if I didn't
mhm.
have Game Pass, I could still get the medium, you know. So things like, oh shit, what the hell? What the hell just happened? Oh my god! This game is broken. My guy ran past the ball, right? And then my keeper comes run out of the box. Full tilt. Doesn't even like wait to see if the guy is gonna make the run, right? And then tackles the guy, falls down, doesn't send the ball flying, and then basically just lets it go into the net. The guy just walks it in by himself. Man, that is just bull. Oh, this game hates me. It just wants me to lose. Dude, stop. Why are you trapping the ball? Pass. And he's offside, of course. This game is shit, man. This game hates me. um, but yeah, I mean, now this guy's going all defensive on me. Scored a stupid goal. The game just gave him, and now he's all out defense, and I have to go on the offensive. Man, this is garbage. Come on, turn. Turn him. That's it. Oh, Di Maria. Yeah. What are you, so what are your plans for tonight, Mario? What do you have? Do you have any big plans?
No big plans tonight.
No Netflix and chill
Unfortunately.
with the missus?
Uh, I might watch some anime.
You might watch some anime. What are you watching
Yeah.
these days?
I actually started back watching some of the Gundam series.
Ooh, which one are you
I
watching right
wanted
now?
to get start a subscription with the Funimation app,
Oh, hey, you know what?
but
If you get a Funimation subscription, hit me your password, man. I've been considering getting that, but my boy is
I
thinking like,
decided not to because I don't like how the interface their interface is horrible. Actually, the whole entire app is damn near horrible. Like, if you stop watching stop watching the show for a split second, like, you shut your device down, you gotta do something to come back and resume. You have to literally close the app and reopen it and hope it remembers where you left off.
oh, he doesn't remember where you left off.
It just the app keeps choking. It's badly coded. They need to work on it.
Oh, okay. But they've been around for a while, though. Why haven't they fixed that? Like that just seems
I don't
ridiculous.
know. I also heard Android users was complaining about it as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
at work when I
Oh, this
had
is
some
on Apple. It's giving trouble as well. Really?
yeah,
I forgot you
I
you
go
changed
on my
the.
lunch break and try to watch a little bit of anime and put the kind of hit the power button to lock the phone and stop it from playing or listen to one of my coworkers talk to me real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I go back and resume and I gotta close the close out the app, start it back up, remember what episode I was playing, and hope that it resumes where I left off. Or I have to um, scrub through the video so I can continue where I left off. It's bad. I won't pay money for that. They need to Funimation needs to collaborate with Netflix, and so Netflix will show them how it's done.
Oh, come on, score, dude, score! What the hell? My guys are not shooting, man. They're right in front of the goal. I'm not shooting. Shoot, dude, shoot! Damn it! This game hates me. This game hates me. Mario, you jinxed my game, man. I've not won a single game. Not even a single game. My guys are just not. They're being pulled out of the position. They're not doing anything. Like it's like the game is playing against me. You really have paid off
I
the
didn't
game
do
to.
anything.
You really have paid off the game to not win, man. I am trying my hardest. I am really trying. And this game will not let me win. Not even a soft. I'll take a soft win right now. Like, when you win
No,
like a casual. You just get a scruff goal and you hold out to the whole match. You just defend the rest of the match and you win. I'll take that right now at this point in time. I'm losing like a pleb. But anyway, oh man, 1-0. First, I can't believe I went down a goal to this guy. Oh, now I have a penalty. This game hates me, man. This is all your fault, Mario.
it's in the game. It's in the game, and it's not with EA.
I am losing this stupid game, and this guy isn't even that good. He's like, this guy's lost 5 matches in a row. The guy I'm playing against, 5 in a row, right? I should be winning this, right? This guy, and I've had so many shots, and somehow, like I'm pressing for the ball to move around. My guys are not even like they're holding on to the ball longer instead of just like tapping a pass. They just, I hate this game, man. Hate it. This is your fault, Mario. Somehow you made the game shit, and it just doesn't want me. Oh God, come on! He's right next to the ball. He waits for someone else to run for it. Yes, I gotta go back. Come on, go I just need one more. I just need one more to get myself back in this. Second half just started. I got myself a perfect pass. Come on, don't play any stupid things. Just get the ball and move it along. Okay, perfect. Mario.
No. All right.
Oh, come on. All you have to do is just drag it above it, over, like around the guy, man.
All right. Well, so what you gonna do for the rest of the night?
After I'm finished with this, I'm going to bed, bro. It's 1 a.m. It's half 1 right now. I'm going to bed after this. I have to get up for 6:45 anyway, so I'm gonna go to bed. Get your boy gonna get some sleep, and then oh come on, just control the ball. Come on, my dude. He was so close.
So basically, after this game, when you lose, you get to cry yourself to sleep.
Nah, dude, I do not have like literally as soon as I finish a game, my brain forgets that game happened. Like literally. Oh come on, game. Oh come on, game. Literally,
Go ahead.
The game made sure my dude did not even touch the ball, man.
I think PES is a great game.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Why don't you play a match with me and then see how great it is?
I don't even own the game.
Come on! I was just in the box. I ran around the guy, dribbled around him beautifully, and somehow couldn't get it to do what I needed it to do. Oh, I'm hating this. I'm dribbling. I'm doing. Oh my god! How this guy is just running fast past me, and my defenders will not even put in a foot.
You know, it'd be kind of cool if EA and Konami combined to make
Someone told me that before, and I
a
was like,
unique
some
football game.
a mate of mine was saying that, but I was saying the thing is, it would be cool if they did, but the thing is that the money, man, you know, and there's not just that. I think if they combined, they wouldn't do it because they're not competing, because you know monopolies never work out for the consumer well. Like you have a monopoly of the market, and the consumer just suffers basically. So for that reason, I played the ball out. For that reason, I could never see it happening. I could never see EA and Konami working together on a PES game, like ever, on a football game. Sorry, because it's just the monopolies will not allow for it if they came together.
No, just to do one game.
Again,
Something like the versus series, like X-Men versus Street Fighter, or,
yeah.
Capcom versus SNK.
What would they gain from working together on that? Like individually, like you would see that as a loss for them because they have all the license, well, most of the licenses. They would prefer to have Konami out of the game, to be honest. If Konami was out of the business, then they could have all the licenses, the few that Konami still have, and then they could basically do nothing every year, and which is what they do already, but they could do less nothing and still, oh god, he scored 2 goals. I'm actually losing this again. How am I losing to a pleb? Oh my god! Tonight is the worst, my worst PES night ever. Like I have not played this bad. I haven't had this bad set of matches in like ever. Like PES history ever. My literally not even one match, really. And not just that, I'm coming up against opposition who have been losing. Like, I mean, if I'm coming up against guys who are like top tier, but and I'm like this garbage pleb guy who could never play the game or something. I can understand that, but I'm a dude who, despite not being the come on, you see that's what I'm talking about. Despite not being the best PES guy, right? I'm getting shots, right? Every time my guys are either missing or they're taking too long on the ball or some kind of shit like that, and my team they're not scoring, man. I just can't get them to score no matter what I do. And then when the opposition comes at me, like my guys make every mistake in the book. Like whatever mistake there is, for like they'll let the guy run past them or something, or wouldn't put in a foot. It's dumb, man. Look,
You sure it's not because the guy is better than you?
No, this guy's better than me. Anyone watching this can tell this guy's not better than me. The game is literally like just letting things happen, man. I'm standing in front of him, I'm pressing the tackle button, and the guy just skips past my guy, or my guy makes this dumb mistake, or whatever have you. Anyway, I've lost all games in a row. This is what happens when I stream with someone like Mario on here, with the bad vibes that he brings, because he's a hater, and haters out here just be hating and stuff, bringing all their bad juju beans. So
excuse me, I don't hate on your rival, okay?
What do you say, hater guy? Hater say
I
what
never
now?
hate on your rival.
Hater say
I
what
support
now?
your rivals.
Hater say what now? Just living for that hate. Hey. I haven't even. I mean, my ranking is probably dropped to like, I'm probably like 300 rank. You know, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't actually be a bad idea for me to drop to like rank 200 or something, because then I'd be playing people super low rank compared to me, and then I'd be like, I'm actually good at this game. Nah, I don't like playing. I mean, come on. The last time I played, right? Last game I played before I came back today, right? I won. Let me see. Now I lost.
But you lost all those matches too.
I lost 4-0 before that, right? I won. What day is this? Yeah, I won. Sorry, I lost 2-1 on another match, and I won 1-0. I won another one 2-1. Lost 1-2-0. Then lost another one 2-1. Then won 9-0. You know,
You basically had a losing streak all day.
Yeah, man. My last.
So you can't blame me.
Actually, no. I don't even know what's my win-loss ratio in this game. It's probably pretty shit, man. Like, are we gonna look at me? You are the worst guy has ever played this game. The end. Let me see. What's my ratio? How do you check this thing? This is the one thing a problem I have with Konami and PES is that there's so many bloody stinking menus, man. Like, you have to go through a million menus just to find anything. And because there's so many menus to find stuff, and it's just menu after menu, you find yourself just like lost looking for what you're looking for, you know? So, here it is, player analytics. No, that's not it. Player club record. Yeah, my win-loss ratio is 56 wins with 83 losses. Your boy is out here losing with a 35.4 win ratio. Oof. That's not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
My connection, it has a huge latency, so I'm seeing everything. After you mentioned you scored and whatnot.
Yeah, that's I mean, that happens with the stream generally. I think the stream has a delay. But either way, guys, thank you very much for watching the stream. I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Your boy's off to sleep. Next stream, I think, should be Monday. So hopefully you guys show up later. Peace.
And also, forget to hit that bell for the notification. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, or you hit that bad thumbs down button. And don't forget to put a comment. Thank you.
Thanks for that. I forgot all those things because I'm tired.
Hey man, I binge watch YouTube, so I know
You know